Welcome back to another episode of What the Fuck Are the Planets Doing Today? I'm your host, Brooke, and let's dive into the chart. So, how y'all feeling? Let me just say before we dive into the chart that last night we had a spike in the Schumann, and I felt like I was on speed, like wide awake. So, how y'all doing? The sun is officially at 10 degrees of Scorpio, working into that conjunction with Poseidon. Officially out of that square with Pluto. Yahoo! Now, Venus is officially in that Cardinal T square. 24 degrees, opposing Chiron, 24 degrees. Jupiter is now at 25 degrees. So we're going to be filling this T square for a hot minute. Still, okay? Because we're going to have Venus then move to conjunct Zeus, still be in that exact square with Jupiter, and they're only going to be within a 1 degree orb of that square with Chiron. Now, if you guys listen to my Libra new moon lunation update, I did prepare you guys that having this opposition here, because we're going to feel it today, we're going to feel it tomorrow, and we're going to feel it the day after that. So on Tuesday, right? And that square with Jupiter. So there could be disruption with your money, with your relationships, okay? There could be something major that happens with the stock market. There could be something major that happens with crypto. And this can go either way, all right? Because Chiron does represent our wounds. In the last 24 hours where I'm located, as this opposition started getting to be a little bit more exact, there's been a lot of pew-pews. This morning, it was reported that a 10-year-old accidentally in the head, okay? A lot of wounds could be transpiring. A lot of painful things could be happening with this Cardinal T square. Now, keep in mind, Cardinal is new direction, squares, pressure points, okay? Typically, there is a lesson that has to be learned in order for you to then know what direction you need to be going in. But this right here, there could be wounds that are brought up to the surface. That's the lowest vibration of this, okay? In the highest vibration, you could really use this to take an honest look on where you're at on your healing journey, on how you're doing, on, your own personal wounds, your relationships. Are your relationships balanced? Are they just one way? You want to make sure that you're being more honest with yourself than you are others. It is so easy to see fault in others when we carry the fault that we see in others, okay? So be sure you're judging yourself as much as you judge other people, all right? Mars is officially at that 28 degree point and is in a trine with Neptune, but also trining the moon. The moon has already had its conversation with Saturn, and that took place at 3:31 a.m. and was in a trine with Jupiter. I was still up at that time because I could not sleep last night. Now, yesterday it was announced, and I have prepared you guys for this, okay? Yesterday it was announced that there could be an invasion in, I think it's Nigeria, due to what's going on with Christians. Religious war, okay? We could even hear more about that, but also this is the warrior, aka the military. So, because of Neptune being that illusion aspect, it's not as strong as it would be if it was actually direct. Are we seeing things clearly? Are we really being told the truth about all that? But this is religious WAR, okay? Spiritual. All right? Now, Mercury is at 3 degrees of Sag and is within a 3-degree orb of that opposition with Uranus. The breaking news aspect, the revelations, the insights are going to kind of be chilling out a little bit once that opposition isn't exact anymore. Okay. I do want to note Lilith is in a trine with Saturn and the moon and also Jupiter. So we still have that energy of emotions being extremely heightened, wanting to truly pew pew for what you believe in, for what you want. Okay. Keep in mind, Scorpio rules the Phoenix, the crossing over aspect. Okay. So if it's not going to matter in 5 minutes, 5 years, let that shit go. Get into gratitude. That's going to be the best way to balance your energy. Now, at 10:15 a.m., we had the moon conjunct Neptune in that trine with Mars. And then the moon's going to ingress into Aries shortly after. So we're really going to feel that. When the moon ingresses into Aries, it's going to give a little extra punch to what we're already feeling here, and here. Okay? We could even see an uptick of revolutionary energy, pushback, if you get my drift, because Aries is the warrior. Now, at 22:29, Mars is going to move to 29 degrees and is going to be in that exact trine with Neptune. We could potentially hear more about the religious WAR aspect, the military, specifically as the moon ingresses into Aries. And at 17:46 p.m., this is going to be 5:46 p.m., we're going to have Venus then conjunct Zeus and in that exact square again. So there is a lot going on. As soon as the moon ingresses into Aries, it's going to start trining Mercury. So today we could hear a lot. Okay, we could hear a lot. And then we're going to have the moon trining Juno and white moon Selena. So we've really seen the buildup of the seeds that we planted with this Libra new moon as far as relationships are concerned. Give me one card for the energy for today. I am holding my Taurus full moon healing circle on Wednesday the 5th. You can find the link to join on my website, 12thhousequeenbee.com. Yes, I love it. The Ace of Wands, a new direction. That's this Venus square Jupiter opposed Chiron. A new healing direction. You may not see it, okay? You may not see it, and it might feel small at first, but it's everything that you've asked for. It is balanced. It is your hopes, wishes, dreams coming true. It is emotionally fulfilling. And this could take place as the moon moves into or ingresses into Aries, okay? There's definitely a new passionate beginning. That's what this Cardinal T squares is all about, something that's healing. Keep your focus on your healing. Keep your focus on the healing journey. No more spiritual bypassing. Take it honest. Like, you need to be looking at yourself harder than you look at other people, because that's truly the best way to navigate this, because then you're removing the ego. Then you're removing that victim mentality. When you're able to do that self-reflection, that introflection of the role that you play. So it might feel small. It might feel like you don't see the way, okay? However, it's balanced. It's what you wish for, and it's the direction that you want to be going in. All right. I love you guys. I hope you all have an amazing Sunday. Happy Sun's Day. And I'll see you tomorrow for another update.